Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creative Kids Time with Nikki. I hope you had a great week. I hope you did. On this episode, I'll be showing you 3 activities you can do with your toddlers regarding color sorting. So if you're getting ready to teach your toddlers about colors, these are some fun activities you can do with the child to help him understand things according to colors. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first activity, we're going to be sorting out colored papers into cups. So I'm going to show you how we're going to go about it. So you'll need some cups. It could be paper cup, plastic, and these colored papers. If you can get these colored papers, what you can do is you can just turn it into a coloring activity with your kid. Just take an A4 sheet and just get your kid, your child, to just color. So that would be another activity, so the child could just, scribble. If it's a toddler, 1 to 3 year old, yes, this is what you're going to get. Yeah, it doesn't matter how the child does it, but at the end of the day, it's red. So let's say this is what your child did. You're going to paste it around your cup. So I have a tape here. Paste it. All right, and that's your first cup. So you can do that if you don't have the colored ones already. Just have a coloring activity with your child and cover as many cups as you want. If your child is a toddler between 1 and 3, they're still young, so you want to start with just the basic primary colors like red, yellow, green, blue, maybe 4 colors a week, not to get the child confused. So this is what I had done already with the colored ones. All right, so let's put these here. All right, so that's it. Now what you're going to do is, okay, let's take this off. What you're going to do is you're going to take these papers. So I've done this already. So this is like the colored one with a child. So you can have this. Just cut it into smaller pieces like I've done with the reds. I know, but this is going to require a little bit more effort from you parents, but it's worth it. You can actually do this cutting into pieces activity with a child. In my opinion, just try to make all the activities involve the kid in it. It's more fun. I mean, it depends on the age of your child, and you'll have to just guide your child in cutting up. All right, so you just get a container, put it all in. All right, there we go. I don't have all the colors on the cup, but yes. So if the child doesn't know the colors at all, you're now actually introducing the child to the colors. What you have to do is first teach the child slowly. Green, green, blue, blue, red, red, red. Well, usually I would just green, green. Just sing around with it or play with it. But once your child is comfortable with the colors, then you give the child, you could make it full or just this quantity, and ask the child to put the right color in each cup. So yellow. And this, depending on which quantity you put here, it could take the child a while to finish. Yeah. So the child will sort it out. Red, yellow, yellow, and they will love doing this, which also requires more time, is this. I used earbuds, this one. So what I did was I cut it up. Well, this is a wooden one, so I could easily break it. And I took one of these papers and just rubbed it around it. So you can just use glue, or you can just use a tape and tape it around. Yeah, so you could do this, and that will be what the child will be sorting. And like this, you can actually have an activity with the child. You can do it together, break the earbuds into two, show the child how to rub around it and use the glue. They love to work with glue and sellotape. If they're around 3 years old, yes, 3, 4, 5, they should be able to do that. So that's another idea. So you can put that in this here. So you can just ask, one way is to just leave the child to do the sorting, or you will mention it to the child. So for example, blue, blue, and the child will pick it, blue. And yes, one more thing, please, you need to encourage your child. You can, by praising the child, let the child, you know how it feels like when you do something good and your teacher is praising you. That's how it is with kids. So yeah, when their child is able to pick the right color, green, like, wow, yay, very good, excellent. Child sort it out. Yellow, wow, very good. You could do high five, low fives, anything to just make the child know that you appreciate him or her for getting it right, because it's not easy to get it right at this age. So that's for the first activity. All right, let's move on to the second activity. To the second activity. So the second activity, we basically want to teach the child to pick up something and drop. And so the child improves concentration through that. Pick it up, hold it, and drop it in the right container. So if you have this at home, you could use this. If you don't, and you have a peg, you could use the peg. So for example, these are pom-poms and the Elion earbuds I showed you. So let's do the pom-pom first. So I want blue, I take blue, then I drop it here. You can use this side, or you can use this side, any of them. If your child is a bit older, they could use this side as well. So try and grasp it, yellow, here. Yay! If you don't have pom-pom, then maybe you can use the earbuds. So pick blue, drop, okay. Or like I have here, I cut up some sponge, some foam sponge I had at home. So if you have colored sponge, you could just cut a small piece of it and use it. So yellow, pink, well, I don't have pink, so let's just go to red, green, and there you have it. So you could use the pom-poms, you can use the earbud method I showed you, or you could use the sponge at home, colored sponge you have at home, or if you have colored buttons, you can get it from the store. You can just use colored buttons. For the younger kids, I would advise to use bigger ones, which is easier to pick up. Yes, or you can just mix up the sizes. Then it's all part of learning to build your problem-solving skills as a kid. And no, this sounds fun, right? Yes, green. Oh, I want to do this the whole time. Yes. Blue. All right. So another tip is if you have more than one kid around the age of maybe 3 and a 5, or 5 and a 7, you could do this as sort of a challenge, so you give them the same number of sponge buttons, whatever it is, and just time it. So on your marks, ready, go! Whoever finishes first is the winner. I mean, you have to, when whoever wins, just make sure you're praising both. But they love that sort of competition at that age. So that's just a tip. So that's the end of the second activity. Welcome to the final activity for today. I'm really excited about this one. So basically, instead of just leaving the cups on the table, we spiced it up and we pasted them on the wall. So this is going to be a color race for your kid. Yay! So what you can use, you can still use the things we started from the beginning. I showed you from the beginning. The covered earbuds, this one. You could use the pom-pom, you can use the buttons, or better, so you can still use the papers that you cut up from the beginning. So basically what you do is, depending on how old your child is, if your child is 3, 4, you put the bowl with the object, the colored object, in at a fair distance that it's easy and okay for the child to run to and from. You know, you don't want to wear the child up. You don't want the child to be too tired or, you know, feel too exhausted. But if they are older, maybe 5, 6, 7, then yes, you could just widen up the gap a bit. And this is actually good exercise for them, you know, physical exercise for the kids, because you're running to the cup and back and forth. All right, so let's start. So for example, you as a parent have to tell the child what color to pick. So let's say blue. So the child picks up blue. Blue. Then the child runs, then puts it in blue. Red. Yay! The child runs, put it in red. And all this time, I'm expecting you to be clapping and cheering the child up like, wow, excellent. Wow, amazing. You could do high five for the kids. You could do low fives, whichever one that works with you. But throughout the process, it'll be very good if you encourage the child throughout. So let's see, this is for that. Let's use the papers and see. For example, blue. Let's see, we have blue. We pick blue. All right, we run and we drop it. Red. We pick red. We run. Then we drop it. See, I'm already excited even thinking about this. And to, you know, as a tip, you could do it with a child. If you have enough energy, you can join the child in the race, you know, so you can run with the child and red, and you take it together and try to run. So that's the end of the activities for today. Try it with your kids and let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you on our next episode. Have a great week. Bye. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I know you liked today's episode. If you'd like to see more videos, you know what to do. Like this video and press the subscribe button down there. I'm watching. Your kid is watching you. They're watching. Bye.